Hold on, Jamie. I'm all right, buddy. Just get things set up here. Don't need to be quite that bright now, do we? So yeah, the decided to pop on here. We're gonna do a little video talking about the the whole Alpha Theta AZ deal being postponed. Talk about some good alternatives. What everyone's gonna do for their New Year's Eve, their Christmas parties. I thought that might be a pretty good topic considering what's going on. I don't know if I should move the cameras a little bit. Just my focus area. And I gotta get the okay, yeah. Got a bunch of stuff to do today. Let's not make this a super long stream. If you're in here, say hello, hit the like button as usual. And let's just talk about some of the alternatives of what you guys think is a good alternative to the AZ. If you bought a XDJ-AZ, depends where you are, you either got bad luck and you got a bummed one, or you have good luck and yours is fine, which is great. Some alternatives I would say is obviously the XDJ-AZ if you don't have one. If you do, just keep using it. Opus Quad is another alternative. No streaming services. It does have a zone output. It is 4 channel. I might get my hands on one to actually test one out and see what it's like. Aesthetically, it's not what I'm used to. So I don't know. With the pictures, I don't really like the look of it from the videos and stuff, but once it's actually in my hands, it might be different. So we'll see about that one. Prime 4 Plus, I still think the Prime 4 Plus, for the money, for the features and everything else, if you're a working DJ, you got to do a wedding, you've got some Christmas parties, you have New Year's Eve parties coming up, that zone out is really handy. Bluetooth features, Bluetooth in is handy, Bluetooth out is handy now. We got Amazon streaming music with the Prime 4 Plus. Even if you can pick up a Prime 4 without the Plus, say you don't want Amazon, you just want the features of the Prime 4, you can get some good deals, man. I tell you, it's probably one of the best all-in-one systems I've used. And I haven't used many because there's not that many to choose from, to be honest. The only thing I haven't tried out is an Opus Quad. We'll see how that goes. Also, too, here in the stream, it is, what time of day is it? It's like almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But if I'm not seeing a lot of action on the channel here today, I probably will cut it short because it is Friday. I have a million things I need to get done today, and just thought, let's pop on because I am trying to make this a bit of a daily thing. See what everyone's saying. What's going on, Donald? We'll see what's going on with everyone. So yeah, just talking about the alternatives. So Jamie, you think it's better in person, eh? What's going on, Tony, Lewis? I'm all good. We're all good here. Yeah, I kind of suspect in person it might actually be better looking. And then of course, if I throw a skin on it, maybe I can make this thing look a little bit more premium looking. There's some things about that Opus Quad that I almost wish I was super handy, because if I was really, really handy, here's some things I would have done to that unit. I would have gutted it completely, and I would have actually made a wooden like chassis for like a wooden case, and I would have squared it off and put like really nice wood. I would love to see someone do that. Take any DJ controller and all-in-one a controller and don't skin it. Literally build a new case and just drop the guts in it. I don't know why no one's out there doing this shit. It would be like this a bespoke kind of thing. I don't even know if you guys remember back in it must have been the 90s, early 2000s or something. And there were actual computer monitors with like wood case with keyboards and matching towers. I saw it in like movies and shit. They looked really nice, man. Yeah, you're right. The sides, there's something about what they did with those little weird sides. It looks like popping. What's going on, Donald? Thanks for the support, friend. Speaking of little bits of support and shit too, you need to see the AZ. Well, guess what? You can't see the AZ because it's not here anymore. My AZ was defective. So because I had it on a line of credit, I wasn't going to send it in. You know, like nobody, I don't want to say there was a recall, but there definitely was a thing that went out telling everybody that they're having problems. You know, they're going to be checking them, they're going to be doing repairs. They're halting any place that did have a release. They were halting the release until they figure what the hell's going on. There's some faulty components in these things, not in all of them, but in like a lot of them, I guess. And my shit was on a line of credit. I'm not going to pay interest on something that I don't have. So luckily I was able to return it, and they do have another one coming in for me. And you know what? I gotta say, um, am I missing it? Me personally, the excitement, let me tell you, just plain straight honest. When I unboxed it at the store to do a video at the store, I didn't have that oh my god moment. I had that oh my god moment when I opened up my V10. I feel like I had the oh my god moment when I opened up my CDJ-3000s for the first time. The A9 wasn't quite as exciting, even though I really love the A9. And here's the thing, Teshfin, we're not talking about clubs, because you know what? Here's the all seriousness of it. Club DJs make no money. They really don't. And if you happen to be a club DJ that makes good money, then you know what? Go buy CDJ-3000s and an A9. Don't even fuck around. Like my buddy, you've seen him on here, Lonzo, DJ Lonzo. He's going to be doing festivals and shit, you know what I mean? So I'm like, dude, you have the 3000s, get the A9. Like, this is a home unit that is similar, but it's not the same. Like, just get the good shit. If you're going to be pro DJ, have the pro gear, not the prosumer shit. You see what I mean? So I think the AZ is good for people that are, you're a kind of in between. You've got a day job, you play out once in a while at a few parties around the city, you do some things, and maybe you want to throw a little event for you and your friends, and you got the gear, you don't want to rent shit. It's a good in between, but it's not the same, right? I'm saying working DJs, like, it's your day job, it's your night job, you're doing events, you're doing birthdays, bar mitzvahs, weddings, Christmas parties, corporate parties. The AZ, sorry, it's not really, I don't think the people at Alpha Theta were thinking about those guys or cared to even sell to them. They don't need to. It's a whole different market, and I still believe the Prime 4, Prime 4 Plus is on, they own that space. If you go around and you start looking, and you'll see They own that space. Now, I know a lot of wedding DJs, they'll have DDJ 1000s because they got good jog wheels. They're using Serato. And there's a lot of wedding DJs out there. They're making their money. They don't know any better. It works for them. They don't understand. Serato is very limited. The sound quality of Serato isn't that great. And half of these guys are using ripped YouTube files anyways. And there's better options out there. And they don't know because, it's like anyone's job. You might be doing your job and realize, and there's an AI app that can, make your job way easier, and you just never thought to look. So you gotta, in the DJ business, you gotta keep your eyes open, and you have to look and see what's around because there's always new shit. Virtual DJ, prime example. There were features in virtual DJ. I was at a job where I need to play a playlist and have things switch at a certain time. Like after so many minutes, it needed to go to the next song. People were sitting there for years, just clicking the button and watching their watch and clicking the button, doing it old school. I come in, I automate the whole process, and I didn't need to do anything. I just set my playlist and I could walk away. I could go do something else. I didn't have to babysit shit because I knew there's probably something out there better. Holy fuck, allergy season up here in Canada, I swear to God. Great, sorry about that. Shit, you told me don't forget to link Twitch. Fuck. Thanks, Donald. Too late. I'm not gonna be here that long to really make it worth it, to be honest. Wu-Tang forever. What do I use as a capture card? That's a good question. Right now, I am using, oh my God. I swear, I must have sneezed about 100 fucking times now. Right now it's USB-C to my Sony A7 IV. I'm not even using my Elgato, but I have an Elgato HD, HDS Plus or some shit. DJ Leo, are we ever gonna get the XDJ? Wow, sneezes, man. Okay. Tony's teaching himself how to live stream. How do you hook up your gear for sound? Well, Tony, unfortunately, like I always tell people, I make a lot of videos. I make a shitload of videos. So if you look through my, you search through my channel, you're gonna find videos that tell you exactly about OBS, how to hook up your mixers and different things. Got to keep on topic. Unless, of course, Tony, you feel like, hold on a sec, I got something to do here. because, I can be bought, you know what I mean? It's, I can be bought. You know what? This stupid idea of having background music is really stupid. I just listen to streams like, that's distracting as fuck. Someone mentioned it to me about having background sounds and shit. I'm like, fuck that. I don't care if it's silent. Doesn't matter to me. So yeah, you want to hit up, send me enough money to the PayPal, and we'll make the whole stream about you. Yeah, DJ Leo. See, DJ Leo, all you do is say something, eh? If you guys don't like something, feel free to be like, Steve, that's a stupid idea. I was trying to find some shit where I wasn't going to get copyright strikes or anything. I don't know. It wasn't good. The original stuff I was listening to was okay. Some okay ambient techno shit, but fuck that shit. So yeah, if you want to know something specific, I got thousands of videos. So, and of course, like someone's a big donator and you're a big supporter of the channel and you happen to catch me live, I don't mind helping out a little bit. Or if you got questions for me and you're a supporter, you can always email me, DJLabToronto@gmail.com. But, my knowledge and shit and my time has got some value to it. Just keep that in mind. We're talking right now just about the Alpha Theta XDJ-AZ and the alternatives. So, if that interests you, hit the like button. If everyone here is like, you know what, we're done talking about the XDJ-AZ and you want to talk about something else that's more important to you, as a group, we all decide that's what we'd like. Hey, I'm all about democracy. We can change the topic too. But like, yeah, the short answer about live stream, by the way, it's pretty fucking simple. A million videos of people doing it. You download OBS, have a good camera. Depends on what gear you're using, of how you hook it up. And then there's a big thing of where do you live stream to? Where does it make sense? Why are you live streaming? What's the point? You got to ask yourself all these questions. What's the point? Like, you don't see me do a lot of DJ streams because what's the point? Some people on Twitch are making big money. If you get the right setup and the right look, you could probably do well. But I don't know. I still don't think the idea of people standing in their living room watching the TV and dancing, watching you is it goes against everything I believe in. Yeah, better to invite some friends over and just have a fucking party at your house. So, 19 viewers, 5 likes. Don't be so damn lazy. Don't be like that. I expect if you're here and you're watching, at the minimum, you hit the like button. If you're too lazy to hit the like button, feel free to hit that PayPal button. Donate a couple of bucks. Goes a long way around here. And if you're not doing either, if you're not liking this, you're not donating anything, you're not sharing anything out, then you know where the door is. Why are you here? Like, why are you here? If you're not a supporter of the channel, either you're a supporter of the channel or you're a hater. And if you're a hater and you're wasting your time still watching me after all this, and I know there's some people, they just lurk. They fucking lurk. They want to know what I'm up to. They don't really like me. I don't know. It's like they're watching the video hoping at some point, eventually, I'm going to just drop dead on camera. I think that's what they're expecting to see. They're hoping I have a heart attack on camera so they can be like, yeah, and they can have a laugh. Well, as I say that, I start choking. It's not going to fucking happen. I will turn the camera. If I start to feel anything like that, I'm turning the camera off. You will not get the satisfaction for any of the haters out there. I suggest the haters go watch another video. There's no need. So what's the response here, man? Like, what's going on? Are you guys upset about the AZ? Do you give a fuck? What's going on, Lewis? Fucking Nerd Report in the house. If you haven't seen Nerd Report's YouTube channel, it's huge, man. This guy's fucking living the YouTube dream. He's doing what I only wish I could do. But I'm just not that fucking creative. Nerd Report has all kinds of fucking videos talking about all the craziness in the United States. And United States is a fucking soap opera. So the guy's got plenty of content to work with. Fucking everybody, Trump's down there fucking picking all his people, and he's picking like some he's disrupting everything, man. He's just fucking doing some strange shit. Some people love this guy, some people hate him. Me personally, I'm just curious to see. Maybe it's either going to get fucking two things can happen here. Things can either get way fucking worse or things can get way better. All I know is the way things were going, things were not getting better. The way shit has been operating down there, I haven't seen any world peace. I haven't seen, people having a better life. So roll the dice, man, and fucking see. What's the worst case scenario that can happen? There's 4 more years of misery. All that matters is disclosure. Yeah. You got another 4 years where shit, you have 4 years of fucking craziness and fucking poverty and shit, or and then you can vote in who you want to fix it up, or the next 4 years is gonna be the best time of your fucking life, and you've all been brainwashed to think the other guys were doing such a good job. Who knows? And yeah, 12-inch skids. When you talk about disclosure, I don't know if we're talking about Alpha Theta still. We're talking about your politics, but it's the same thing, Alpha Theta. At least as soon as they realized some shit was going down, they put the brakes on everything, and it could have been far worse. They could have shut their mouths and still kept pumping them out. What's this? Once NHI is disclosed, none of us will give a shit about politics. What the fuck is NHI? Something I don't know about, man. What's going on, DJ Casanova? Non-human intelligence. Is that the same as artificial intelligence? Or do you mean, oh, I'm with you now. We're talking about some fucking like alien stuff, right? Yeah. I'm always trying something, experimenting. I thought, what the fuck? It's like, why not? Why not try something a little different? So today, hopefully, I get my shit together and get a little more organized, and I'm going to hook up the Rain Performer. We have not been talking about the Rain Performer enough. And as we talk about these all-in-one DJ systems, right? Um, think about this for a second. Everyone's striving to have an all-in-one DJ system, and you got a 10-inch screen and blah 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 blah. And here I am thinking, I want an all-in-one system with motorized platters with good faders. Well, I'm halfway there because I have a performer. It's got motorized platters. It's got the best fucking faders on the market. No joke. If you haven't felt the faders on a Rain Performer, then you don't even want to. It makes my V10 feel like shit. It makes everything I have here, those faders just blow everything out of the fucking water, right? So you take the Rain Performer. I have an old Mac Mini, and my old Mac Mini is like an i5 or some shit. So what I'm gonna try doing, just for the fuck of it, I'm gonna hook up the old Mac Mini. What's a different style? What do you mean? It's a different style. You should always stick to turntables if you feel that way. Nah, you don't even know. I've got 1200s here. Listen, I have 1200s here. I've got SC6000s here. I got a Rim Performer. I know what I'm talking about. And think about this. You are a working DJ. I say working DJ. You're taking your shit with you. You don't want to be fucking taking 1200s anywhere. Too much fucking work. And Starlight, guess what? The world is not just about club gear. The majority of DJs on the planet don't play in clubs. Don't be so brainwashed. Don't be so brainwashed. Nobody gives a fuck about club DJs. Pioneer DJ don't give a fuck about club DJs, do they? You think they do? Is that why they're so innovative? No. So, yeah. I know the title's about the AZ. No, the title is about the AZ and the alternatives. The alternatives. The AZ is not club DJ equipment now, is it? Let's be honest. It is very expensive, consumer, hobbyist kind of stuff that, a person that's taking their hobby a little bit further along and you're trying to be a little bit more into the club scene, then that's kind of what you're talking about. I'm just trying to open the eyes to the other options out there. Number one, you want an all-in-one system. Think about the money. Think about the price. Let's just take it back a step. Let's just say you got yourself a used DDJ 1000, right? You buy a cheap Mac Mini and you get yourself an 18.5-inch touchscreen. And you put this all in a fucking nice case and it's portable and you have stems, you've got DJ Pro running on this thing, you have all the streaming services, you can record, you can live stream, you plug in a camera, now you can live stream as well too. And you don't have a laptop, you keep a little Mac Mini, or or you could for like 400 or 500 bucks, you get yourself one of those like little mini PC things. I'm just saying, there's a lot of alternatives to make your own all-in-one system that's gonna be better than an AZ or even a Prime 4 Plus for that matter. So, just saying, XDJ-AZ, if you had one and you walked into the club and you were to play, it's not going to, there's some differences. Number right off the bat, the center lock on the filter is different. You don't have that. So, that's going to feel a little bit strangely off to you perhaps. Um, but you'll get by. I'm not saying It's not good. If you want to have that club system, but I guarantee you, I fucking guarantee it's like everyone who has had an XDJ-AZ, every single person I knew that had one, you either A, you wanted CDJ 2000s. It's at the time. Okay, let's say you want the 3000s and you want a 900 Nexus 2. You you had that and you still wanted more. Even though it could do a little bit more, you could record. There's extra things you could do, but when you know there's something a little better out there, it's human nature. You just want it. So if and Mikey debating the Denon Prime 4 versus new Alpha Theta XDJ-AZ. Listen, let's just call it what it is. And if you're a scratch DJ, right, you like to scratch, neither one. Now I'll tell you why. Scratch DJ, you're going to be a little bit harder on the faders and the crossfader, and you know what? It's not user replaceable. So you might have this great platter, but the crossfader is like okay, it's okay. You can do it. How long will it last you? I don't know. Nobody knows. It hasn't really been out long. If you're not a scratch DJ, it doesn't really fucking matter. It honestly doesn't matter. You're not going to be really touching the platters once in a blue moon. And the Prime 4 Plus, the platters, I don't love them, but they're more than adequate. I've used shittier platters in the past on other pieces of equipment. They are good enough. They're good enough for now. It's the other features that you have if you're a working DJ, not a club DJ. I'm saying you're taking your gear out. Right. And no, Starlight, if you're a scratch DJ and you say you have to have moving platters, that's not true either. You know, you can't generalize like that. I seen scratch DJs on CDJs that'll fucking kill it. It's what you're used to. Yeah, you don't need moving platters to be a scratch DJ. That's just a myth. Shit. Did you just see the DJ Pro fucking thing? Did you see the Ersky fucking was Esky DMC guy? The guy is scratching in the fucking air. He doesn't need moving platters. Just saying. Scratch DJ needs a good fader. That's ideal. You need a fader that's not going to fucking. You're not going to be fucking around with a shit fader. But yeah, AZ or Prime 4 Plus, it really depends. If you're going to be DJing in a fucking club, then you're going to want an AZ. Starlight says, scratching sounds better with bigger jogs and moving platters. I don't believe that. Not for a minute. I've seen people on a little Hercules bullshit controller kill it. You're done here. Yeah, you're not going to win the fight with me. You know, seriously, you won't win that battle because I could send you links. At the end of the day, you say that fight's a fact. It's not even that it's a fact. Here's what the fact is. Anybody, I don't care who they are, if someone learns how to play on tiny little platters and shit, um, they're gonna, you can be good. You know, if you're good, you can be good on little ones, big ones, whatever. Yeah, resolution wise, you might have a little bit more resolution to do certain things. So, and it's the same thing on a bigger platter. There might be some sounds and some types of scratches you can do that on a smaller platter you can't, and perhaps on a smaller platter there's some shit you can actually do because it's a little bit quicker that you couldn't do on a bigger platter. So, let's not get into the. It doesn't matter. Whatever you get used to, you're going to be used to. I've seen people that could scratch mix on really garbage equipment that nobody should be able to. Look at back in the day, people were scratch mixing with fucking not even DJ turntables. I mean bullshit fucking Marantz and fucking Kenwood turntables for home stereo equipment with pennies on the fucking tone arm and cut up wax paper and using a fucking bullshit pyramid mixer that had the worst crossfader in the world. And they'd run circles around most of the people today. So it's not the tools, it's your skill. And if you get used to using shitty tools, you're fine. Yeah, it's all about the feel. If you grew up with turntables and played on turntables, everything else is gonna feel fucking weird to you. And I can tell you, if you started DJing on like SC, like nobody can tell me if between a Technics 1200 and the SC 6000M, 6000M's got better torque. The Denon DJ turntable had better torque than a 1200. The start and stop was much, and the break was much stronger. Some of these super OEM turntables, they had better torque. Here we are. Now we're getting into something. Physics. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. You're right. There's something about the physics of it, but when you start getting to the digital stuff, all of a sudden it's about the resolution as well too, and the DPI. Like a computer mouse. What does a bigger mouse pad give you more precision than a smaller area with higher uh DPI? You know what I mean? Just keep in mind, one would think big mouse pad, a little bit more precision, not necessarily, right? Anyways, now that the Steve Stone Starlight show has come to a conclusion, maybe we can talk about something else. I do like a good banter. Nah, never be sorry for chatting. Never be sorry for the chats. I'd rather one person having a conversation, everyone's sitting here just staring at me like a fucking idiot. So I'm completely cool with that. Um, so yeah, here we go. The AZ, who's gonna wait? Is anyone saying fuck it? I don't care that there's some issues. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna wait it out. Because for me personally, now that I've used it, because I have so much other DJ gear here, and because, that's the problem. You know what the best DJ controller is? The one that's working. The one that's working. That's the best one. Right now, for me, if I had to go DJ out with an all in one DJ controller, obviously the Prime 4 Plus is my go to. I have streaming music services from all the companies. I've got multiple USB inputs, SD card input. I've got keyboard support. I've got Wi Fi. I've got Bluetooth. I've got internal hard drive on mine. I got a 1 terabyte sitting in there full of shit. Um, I got I got like rolls. I got slicer mode, shitloads of effects, more effects than I'm ever gonna need. I got touch effects on the screen, multiple mic inputs, multiple. I got zone out, multiple XLR for booth and everything else. Replaceable crossfader. Um, shit. Oh, daylight mode on the screen, a screen that I can tilt and adjust. Jamie, gonna hold off keeping the XZ probably for another year. And you know what? Hey, when I bought my XZ, for instance, I was way late in the game. That thing was out for years before I bought one. I bought mine used, and I loved it. It's the same thing as phones and computers. Like, if you have an M1 Pro, you don't need to go buy an M4. The fuck you need an M4? If you got an iPhone 15, do you got to go buy a 16? I'm still rocking an S21 Ultra. I didn't go get the 23 or the 24. And you know what? My phone is still fine. It still takes great pictures. It does everything I need it to do. It's fast. Will I get the 25? Unlikely. I think this phone will last me at least until an S26. And there's the thing. You can either, order your an AZ and wait like a crazy person, or, you know, just realize, think about this analogy. You can stand in line like a lunatic for McDonald's and wait it out in this big, huge line because McDonald's just came out with a fucking new chicken McNugget with a certain sauce that's limited edition or some bullshit. And you stand in line for that shit. And just down the road, you got a little, you got another place. Let's just say, I don't know, what's an example of? Let's say Harvey's. I don't know. You guys got Harvey's in the States? I think you do. Just say some other burger chain, right? That, you know what? Their shit's a little bit better. It's a, you get a little bit more value for your money, perhaps. It's not as popular, when it comes to how many burgers they sell worldwide, and there's no lineup. Well, fuck that. I'm not lining up. I am not going to line up and stand there and wait for something that has nothing that's special. Like, I use the AZ. It's nice. The screen's nice. The jog wheels are nice. Everything about it's nice. The faders could have been a little better, but they're good enough. The pitch faders, I don't use pitch faders with this shit. They're good enough. They feel like 3000s, which don't feel that good either. Um, you know, I did not feel like I went from my CDJ 3000s onto the A9, sorry, the AZ, and it felt like I took some big downgrade. It gave me the same user experience, so to speak. But you know what I mean? Like, if you can get one, great. If all of a sudden you gotta wait for what? By the time, I'm just saying, I don't know anything, but what are you gonna do? You pre-order some shit, it's backorder, 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 and by the time you get it, Harvey's Hamburgers has a brand new hamburger. And what are you gonna do if all of a sudden you wait it out and you buy an AZ, you spend the money, and within a month of getting your thing, the next guy, and then you have the next guy releasing their shit for half the price with double the features. You gotta fucking cry. You're gonna really, there's always gonna be someone, that shit's always gonna happen. It's Murphy's Law. You buy something and the next day the competition has something better. So 12-inch skins is gonna have the Euphonia arrived. Skins are done. 12-inch skins, I'm gonna be very, very curious to see a picture of a Euphonia skin because in my mind, I still can't picture, like with my Euphonia, even though I had this whole black and white thing going, I don't know if when I wrap it, it's going to make it look cheap if I do it in white. I'm not sure. I really I need to see it. I need to see a picture of what you did. Because my idea for it, to be honest, um, and I don't know if you have this kind of skin, is because it's supposed to look old. But when I picture this, I picture like it's a stainless steel look, like the brushed stainless steel would be kind of cool. Something I wonder about 12-inch skins. I know we should be top of this privately, but why not bring it up? Someone said to me, why are you wrapping your expensive shit in stickers? The brushed silver would be the first pick. Yeah, buddy. Someone asked me about that, and I did think about that, going, I wonder if there's a way to do like a thin kind of plate. And I talked to PJ about like the thin metal plates, like how Native Instruments did with Machine. And could you make them like sticky, like you stick on like this like actual thin little metal plate? And they were talking about the knobs. I'm like, you know what? Even the knobs, there would be, you could have little inserts for the caps. So all of a sudden they do, you can raise up a little bit, right? And same with the faders. There's all kinds of things that can be done that if it's just a matter of having the right distance because they're a little too thick, you can always compensate some other way, right? Yeah, man. Like seriously, I would be totally down to see a stainless steel plate on the Euphonia. Um, because you think about it, they come apart pretty easily. It'd be pretty easy just to put a whole new plate in. And you know what else this thing needs? The top plastic, that piano finish around like the isolators and shit. You'd have to do a metal plate for that one too, and just leave a little space open for the window. That would look really fucking. That would take this thing to the next level. And of course, if you're going to do the stainless steel like that, that means we need stainless steel new caps to go over top of the knobs and get rid of that rose gold or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. Another option too, if you didn't want to change the top caps, what if you did the whole thing in copper sheets and had like this copper look about it? That might be kind of interesting too. But then I feel like we need to change the wood sides to something else that kind of picks up on that. The large knobs are difficult to remove, are they? You mean that one? Now these are like those are the knobs on the bottom. Let me get this fucking thing to focus. You see that little lip there? That's what stops it because it's an endless encoder, right? That's what kind of stops it. And there's the isolator knob. So yeah, they come off. You just need to put a little into it, you know? Huck two, put a little spit on that thing. And then, of course, the little trick that I did before, if you were to do a plate there, and if it was a little thick for some reason, just take a little bit of fucking, roll up a little bit of toilet paper, stick it in that goddamn hole, and raises up a little bit. Pretty simple. A magnetic faceplate skin. I think if you did the magnetic faceplate skin, you would need to include some sort of like little rubber pieces that you put inside so it would raise up the knobs just a little bit. Um, and then you'd have to keep in mind if they were to raise up, if that little nub that sticks out, if it would catch. Because if that wasn't there, they would just keep spinning. Yeah, that mixer is pretty expensive. It is. Lonzo, you're saying that the jog adjust button pops off a bit easily on my 3000. Um, Super simple hack for that, man. It's like really the super simplest hack. I've had some equipment where the knob pops off like a little easy. And you know what I've done? You know that blue tack shit for putting up posters and stuff? Take like just a little tiny bit of it, like hardly anything at all, and stick some around the edge and just pop the button on. The other thing too I've done, I've even taken like a little bit of masking tape and just put like one little strip around the pot and then just squished it on. There's things I've done to just make knobs fit a little tighter. Okay, that 12-inch skins, that makes total sense, right? That yeah, the magnetic just go right over top. I think the magnetic skins are gonna look fucking bananas. They're gonna be so badass. No, you know what? Be picky, man. Be picky. I'm with you. Blue 42. I think you should stick with using DJ Pro instead of all of the mixing gear. It's a lot easier. DJ Pro is yes. But let me tell you something, and this is just straight up because I was doing it. When I was using my touch screen and using the mixer, not having separate buttons. There's some things like touchscreen is okay, but having a physical button is better. So truth is for me, best setup Prime 4 Plus with the iPad is really, really good. Eversol, the AZ is way easier to transport stuff instead of two CJs and mixer, less cords and lighter and more affordable. In your opinion, in 6 months, would the AZ be better? In 6 months, who knows what's going to be out there, right? And I'm still going to say, if you're taking your AZ out and you're DJing on it yourself, sure. If you're going to put it at a party and let 4 or 5 different DJs come and play on it, it's going to be very interesting to see how the wear and tear is going to be on this thing. Because they didn't make it for this. Just remember, it was not built for an install, just like CDJ 3000s and the A9 were not built to put in your house. That's why they're expensive, right? So we'll see. Give me 2 minutes here. Talk amongst yourselves. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. Shoot a little something into the PayPal to, cover my time, you know, help a guy out here, keep things rolling. I got a lot of money tied up into this place. YouTube doesn't really pay like they used to anymore. I'll be right back. Watch out for Dead and DJ's new standalone in the next couple of months. Fact? Well, you must know something I don't know. That's always going to be the problem, right? Say Poppy Poppy. One of two things. Either A, you have some non disclosure agreement with these guys and they told you something that you should be not talking about, or you know someone who has an NDA and they're talking about something they're not supposed to be talking about, perhaps. I have an NDA signed, and I can tell you, in all honesty, I don't know anything about anything new. You know, of course, I know there's a next generation of products. I just like I can say the same thing about any company. There's a next gen. I don't know when though. Jet fuel. They do quality control tests. Here's the problem. Like, what are you going to do? Test every single one? You make for every, I don't even know the number. Let's say for every 100 you make, there's one pulled aside that gets, what are you going to do to test it? Huh? So it's not that they're not testing shit. It's just, it comes down to manufacturing. When you're manufacturing quantities like that, there's going to be a percentage of things that are fucked up. Who knows what the percentage was? Maybe the percentage was higher than it was expected. I don't know. I love when people come in and like, so am I allowed to say? You know, and jet fuel. I'm telling you right now, mine is not in being repaired, right? Mine is returned, money back in my fucking account. And when the next shipment comes in, I'm at the top of the list to rebuy it if I choose to do so at the time. And it's going to be whatever is best for my YouTube channel at the time. If because right now they've already screwed my plans. You know what my plans were? My plans were that I was going to have it and it would be good. I would sell my CDJ 3000s. I was going to sell my V10 and I would have the extra money in my pocket for Christmas. So I could, treat my girlfriend. I could, do something nice for my mom. My mom's like 70. She'd shoot me to say that out loud. But yeah, I was gonna have a little extra money to spend. I was gonna buy some new lights for the fucking the stream here. I was gonna buy some new tables, upgrade things a little bit, and put a bit more money back into things. But now, fast forward to all what's going on, it doesn't sound like that's gonna happen anytime soon. Sounds like from the emails I saw that we're not going to necessarily see anything until January. And guess what? It's too late. I don't have the, I'm not going to do something based on the fact of, well, I'll spend the money I don't have now because I don't have it. I will run myself into debt and pay interest just in case one comes out in January or February or whatever, right? I've been down that road. I played that game with these guys before where my money was tied up for a long time waiting on a product. When I have a lot of other DJ gear here. I'm quite happy to do videos on the Performer. I'm to do them on the Dead and DJ Go Plus. To go do them on the Prime 4 Plus. My Euphonia DJ Pro. We got a lot of other things. Maybe I might even buy myself because I'll buy it and return it. I can't do VR for very long, but I'm willing to maybe try out the MetaQuest 3 and try DJ Pro just to give my opinion, so I can say I've tried it because I have tried Tribes XR back in the day with a big VR headset, and we'll see. So yeah, you're in Greece, and if you do EDM house, you look for something top tier professional deck. Just keep in mind, it's not. I'm not going to say it's a professional fucking unit. Professional to me means you can throw in a flight case, you can rent it out to people, it can take a few licks. I don't think the AZ, if you took it to Burning Man, I don't know how it would do, right? And if you think there's no alternatives to an XDJ-AZ is the best in the world, you can only honestly say that if you've had them all sitting in front of you. Like I haven't had the Opus Quad in front of me. That's going to come soon, hopefully, for me to try out. Um, but I'm just telling you, between having an XDJ-AZ, I had a Prime 4, Then I had the AZ. I have a Prime 4 Plus. And for the versatility of what programs you can use with it, the functionality of what it can do as a standalone, there's the only thing the Prime 4 can't pull off is you can't hook it up and live stream without using a sound card. So that's shitty. The jog wheels are not the best in the world. They're they're good enough what they need to do it, what you need to do. I've watched people scratch mix on it. Um, you can hook up LC6000s to a Prime 4 Plus. So if you want to have 4 decks, you don't got to buy SC6000s. You can buy the LC6000s. You can see 4 waveforms on the screen at the exact same time, horizontal or vertical, with your you can have your browser and your waveforms at the same time. You have all these different layouts. You have Ableton Link. Um, you got fuzzy key mixing, and you have what's the other one? A dynamic key mix. Is it fuzzy and dynamic? You can sync by beat or bar or tempo. Like you, the list goes on, man. You've got on the Prime 4 Plus, you have a 45-watt charging port for your phone. Just saying, you got fucking way more options on a Prime 4 Plus. Once again, if you're the wedding event corporate type DJ, you need all this shit. If you just want to go DJ at some party where you don't make any money and someone just gave you like a couple drink tickets to go play for an hour along with a bunch of your other local DJs, you're opening for a big headliner DJ at your local town and you don't have 3000s, well, yeah, an AZ is it's close enough. It's not exact, but it's good enough to do that for sure. Just saying. It's the alternatives, and really the only real alternative to the next XDJ-AZ is an XZ. But the mixer section is not quite the same, right? Uh, RX3 maybe an RX3. And Reloop, I don't know why, the Reloop Mix-On 8. That's another one that people, I wish I had one here because I don't know why more companies don't wrap their head around the fact we have good software, we have iPads. Just build me a really solid controller to stick my iPad into, and we're good. And keep in mind that Flex 4, everyone's got to remember these things have sound cards in them. If you think, you go into a fancy place, a nice place, a big sound system, you take your little Flex 4 and you plug it into their sound system. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. But I get it. Most places don't really care about sound quality. You take my Alpha Theta Euphonia and you plug it into a big system, and you'll hear the difference real quick. You bought your AZ with a 20% off promo from musicians, friends. Eversol. Keep in mind something. 20%. So how much markup do you think is on that Pioneer DJ equipment? Did you consider that? If they're able to knock 20% off, I can tell you the best deal I was getting from the distributor when they were like talking to me was 30%. So do you think they're doing 20 off? And what's weird about that is there's manufactured, pricing that they have to do. So for them to advertise that they're going to knock off that much money. To your face, they can say it, but they can't advertise lower than the map price. $2,600 US to Canadian. So that would be like 3,661. Then you got to talk about tax and shit too, right? And of course, if you buy something, someone said they could order one from Japan and was shipping, it was cheaper to come to Canada. But then you don't have any warranty. If you buy your shit outside of your country, you don't have the warranty. And in this case, with the AZ, you're going to want warranty and extra warranty, I think. Yeah, the Ruckus Flex 4 is good enough to prep music and shit. Yeah. And a backup. In the need of a backup. Even the Flex 2. Flex 2, it should have been here by now. I don't know what's taking so long, but the Flex 2 also looks like, inexpensive. People think it's a bit of a toy, but it unlocks DJ Pro. And it's so small. So I'm almost kind of looking forward to that thing. Kind of looking forward to it. Look at the time here. Guys, once again, so an hour and 12 minutes of my time. Very few likes considering the amount of people that have been flying through here. And yeah, not one single person sent one single dollar. I'm in Canada, man. I'm in Toronto. Shit's not cheap here. I can't work for free. Can't. Don't think I do this for my own entertainment. I do this to try to help out the community, build a community, have a spot where we can actually all talk. We can be honest. There's no corporate sponsorship. There's like no, we're not, I don't got to be worried about what the man has to say because I'll say what I want. I'll say some shit and sometimes the companies will contact me to be like, what the fuck you doing, man? And I'm like, hey, free speech. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have a friendly relationship with all these companies, and but I'm not going to. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'll just say it how it is. And I'm telling you, the AZ right now is going to be back ordered like crazy. If you have no good reason, uh, to get something right away, you want to wait it out, I guess. Yeah, man. So I'm probably gonna roll here because you know what? Didn't make a single penny. I lost an hour and 12 minutes. We had a few people in here. It wasn't anything too special. There was the one super chat. So yes, I shouldn't say I didn't make any money, but after YouTube takes the 30%, that will be basically nothing. And it's Friday, man. I got shit to do. I got things to do. Got to get ready for the weekend. So yeah, I would have been better to spend the past hour making a couple of videos that will actually make money in the future. These live streams, they don't pay for anything. They really don't. Anyways, enough of me whining about the money. As you see all my gear here, this is why I have no money, by the way, because I have all this gear. And if I didn't have the gear, I wouldn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I wouldn't be able to make any normal fucking recommendations about what to buy, what not to buy. This is why I have this shit. I buy it to help you guys, not because I'm sitting here all day playing on it. I'm not. Just think, I'm not here using this thing 24/7. I'm not DJing out with it. I'm not doing shit with it. I fuck with it, find the bugs, find some tips and tricks. I share them with you guys. That's it. So, if you appreciate what I do here, put the money in. If not, you know, we're going to see how it rolls out for the rest of the year. If shit doesn't start picking up next year, this channel is going to be, members only. And the other thing that's going to happen to the channel is the live streams are going to be the top tier members only. I'll put a high price. I'll have private invites for some of the people who are consistently always pitching money in. And I would rather spend my time talking to 10 people that are consistently taking care of things around here than to talk to 30 people that just are here for the free info. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish we were getting the kind of numbers on the channel where YouTube ads were just paying for everything here, but it's not the case. So if you're not sharing this stuff out, you can share it out, hitting the like, do something. It's a community. Don't be that one person that just sits around sitting on their fucking thumb all day. I got a lot of work going on here, and I got my own life to do. I don't have the day job. This is the day job. I had someone say to me the one night that, oh, I spend all my nights at work and I sleep here and blah, blah, blah. They were like, talk about how overworked they are. And I'm like, you know what? Guess what? It was 2 o'clock in the morning when we're having this conversation. I'm like, this is my job. I'm at my job 24 hours a day. I'm answering emails when people have questions about shit while I'm taking a shit. Maybe that's too much information, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm in the middle of doing shit and my phone's going off because I got a question. Someone's calling me. I got a question. My whole fucking day and my nights till early in the morning is me fucking helping people. I'm either doing YouTube shit, I'm figuring out how to make fucking videos, I'm looking shit up, I'm talking to some fucking person about their fucking DJ shit problems. What do you think I'm doing here, man? Where do you think I have an opportunity to make money elsewhere because I'm here all day and night doing this? Don't ever cry to me about the fact that you spend late nights at the office. I don't have an office to go to. I'm living in my office. Just saying. It is what it is. I choose to do this. I choose this life. No one held a gun to my head and told me to do this. I chose to do it because I like to help out people. Um, I'm a gear junkie. I believe in the community. I think DJing as a hobby, as a career and everything is fucking cool. It's helpful for people. And DJing should not stress people out. We should not be stressed out over the fact our gear's not working or we can't figure something out. And this is why I'm here, just to help you guys so you don't stress. Every day, I get fucking emails every day. Where's the last one here? Where's the last comment? Last comment here. There we go. Look at that. See that one right there? 4 hours ago. Thank you. I spent literally hours formatting and reformatting different cards, and all I need to do was close the door behind it. This is on a CDJ-3000. The guy didn't know. Simple shit, right? He didn't understand that in order for a CDJ-3000 to read an SD card, you got to close the little door. When you pop the little door open, it ejects it. Right? Didn't know. And he spent hours. If I hadn't have had that video up, this guy, he might have spent another fucking week on it. Just saying. I get shit like that all the time. That's what keeps me going. It's not the money, because I don't got no money. It's that. knowing that, hey, if I can help out even one fucking person every day, I'm good. And I know I help out way more than that. The channel literally is getting 600 on average new subscribers every month. We're getting 150,000 views per month. There's over 7 million views. Keep things going. I don't really want to make it private. I want all my shit to be out there so I can help out everyone. But it takes a couple of bucks to keep things going. It takes a couple of bucks just to sustain me here. You know, I got to pay for shit. I don't live in this place for free. I don't own it. I'm in a little apartment. Luckily, I don't pay hydro, so you don't got to worry about my hydro bill. I don't pay for water, free hydro, or I guess that's the same, but free electricity, free water. You know, I got AC, I got heat. We're good there. But the rest of this shit, it all costs. Anyways, I'm done with my fucking telethon here. That was unsuccessful as usual. That's okay. No sweat. I'll talk to y'all later. I got to go do some real shit. Got to go do some adulting, go do some laundry, and clean up my unit here. Help James hype and lay back Luke. No thanks. Nice seeing you there, Sheriff.